got my little puppy Huck, who's now 2 years old. I went through this like water, to be honest with you. And so much so that I would text Chris Campanelli and be like, you saved my life. You saved my deposit on my apartment. You saved my white rug, because who has a white rug and a brand new puppy? I do. And it continues to save all those things and more. I am so passionate about this. It is magic in a bottle. And what's even better, like the cherry on top of this point and spray stain removers, is that you never have to get on the ground. You never have to get on your hands and knees. You literally shake it really hard, you pop it, and you spray it on that stain, whether that's a little puppy stain who had a little accident, couldn't quite make it outside in time, whether it's a little bit of lipstick that maybe you dropped your makeup, maybe it's red wine, a fruit drink, you name it, this gets it out. It's V58160. We've sold over 965,000 sets of these, and it works out to be just $9 and change a can, which is a drop in the bucket when you think about getting professional cleaners or getting out the, it's the best. All right, Chris Campanelli, come back in here because I'm screaming from the rooftops how much I love it.
What?
I love it!
Yeah, I mean, that's like, you know, mic drop right there, right? Well, you know, listen, this is the very first product we brought to QVC 20 years ago, right? And you don't last 20 seconds on QVC, never mind 20 years with the same product if the product doesn't work, right? We formulated this over 30 years ago, so long ago I was still in high school. Wow. That's how long ago this formula was made. But we wanted to make sure that we gave you the right formula. So you say it's magic in a can, that's because it has the right ingredients to do the job the first time, and then we gave you a different delivery system. So you said it right. There's one of my guys right here. Here's one of my guys over here, over there. But yeah, so this is the whole idea. You take the can, you pop it, you shake it, and then you, from standing up, from shooting from the hip, right? I have a stain remover in here that the formula is doing the work for you. The foaming agent is lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. It falls to the bottom and forms a crystal. And then when you do your regular vacuuming after it dries, you suck up the residue. It's that easy. There's a natural odor eliminator in here that's going to make your pet less likely to go back and mark the same spot. And then I always tell this story. My dad had a bad back. He could not physically get on his hands and knees to rub and scrub anything, but he still had stains. And this product allowed him to take the product to the stain, standing up, shooting from the hip. And when the stain is gone, it is gone for good. That's why this product has been here at QVC for 20 years and been around for over 30 years. Because I'll tell you what, it's the formula that does the work for you, standing up, not getting on your hands and knees, and not worrying about if it's going to work.
Yep. This is something I've actually gifted to friends who have pets or children or just life in general, because, you know, whether we're dragging things in, I tell the story sometimes of how, like, I was eating tostada on my couch watching Bravo, and I went to go grab my salsa, and somehow the salsa flew out of my hand, flipped in the air, and splattered all over that white rug of mine. This got it out. That was roasted tomato salsa. When little Huck a few months ago had pancreatitis and he got really sick on the couch, this took any stain from my little puppy out of the couch as well, because use this on your upholstery. I've used it on fabrics. Now I know we don't use it on wool and we don't use it on velvet, right?
Right. Yeah, so the reason why we tell you those two things, one is wool, because a lot of wool carpets can be hand dyed, and you just don't want to use anything like that, any cleaning products on those hand dyed wool rugs. And then velvet in general just can't get wet, right? So you don't want to use it obviously on that. But to your point, carpets, fabrics, upholstery, pre-treat your laundry if you wanted to, right? Again, 20 years on QVC and over 30 years, the formula. The only thing that's changed is maybe the size of the can and the label in 30 years, right? Because the whole idea is, come with me, is you can stand up and shoot from the hip. We'll get a little bit more aggressive here. I'm going to stand back. This is about 6 feet away. But standing up, shooting from the hip, red ink on white carpet. It's the formula that is doing the work for you. The foaming agent lifts and separates the stain from the carpet fiber, falls to the bottom, forms a crystal, and then when it dries, you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. It is that easy and that fast. And I'll tell you what, almost every single host that I've been on the air with in this product over the last, I mean, I've been the guest for about 12 years, has a testimonial, has a story. They sing it from the rooftops. It's one of those staying products that goes on and on and on for years and years. because it works. Try it one time, and I promise you, we'll use it for a very, very long time.
Yeah, literally, try it once. Just try it one time and watch it work because it really is mesmerizing. And dare I say, a little bit fun. You feel like you're in the wild, wild west, shooting from the hip. You know what? I'm so confident in the professional point and spray stain removers by Campanelli that I promised myself after the puppy grew up a little bit, the rug I had, that white rug, it was like 5 or 6 years. And I was like, well, it's time for me to get a new rug in general because it's like a high traffic area. I got the same exact rug because I love it so much. The same exact white rug because it looks so good in my apartment, and I'm confident in having a white rug in a high traffic area with a dog when I have this at the ready. Now you're getting 3 cans of this. There's auto delivery on this. I've never seen this on auto delivery, and I wish it had been on auto delivery when Huck was brand new. Every 90 days for an entire year. But I'm telling you, Chris, this is the item that I texted you about. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing ever. If you rent and you're worried about getting your deposit back, you have stains on the carpet, this is what you have to have. Like, everybody has to have this in their arsenal of clean. You don't have to bend over. You point and you shoot from up to 6 feet away, and you watch the stain literally magically disappear. 3 cans for $27.98. Now you lock in that sale price, you lock in that easy pay of $9.33 when you put this on auto delivery every 90 days for a year, and we've sold over 965,000 of the professional point and spray stain removers. First product they brought here to QVC, and it's just beloved. And Chris is right, like everybody has a testimonial for this because all the hosts use this because it really is magic. Did we lose him or is he back?
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Hey-o.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I think you said it earlier. Maybe we cut out there for a second, but I mean, listen, you talked about your new white rug with a dog and a Julia, right? Because you spilled some tostada. It's not just Huck. You can't blame everything on Huck.
I can't.
Because, I mean, quite frankly, I do it the same thing. I would spill tostada on my new rug too, right? But the whole idea is, again, the formula is doing the work for you. Standing up, shooting from the hip, the foaming agent is lifting and separating the stain from the carpet fiber. Falls to the bottom, forms a crystal, and then when it dries, you do your regular vacuuming, you suck up the residue. Again, we have a natural odor eliminator in here that's going to make your pet less likely to go back and mark the same spot. And then I tell the story every time I'm on the air. My dad had a bad back, but every once in a while would spill a little bit of red vino right on the carpet. But he could not get on his hands and knees to clean, but this allowed him to take the product to the stain and get rid of the stain permanently. It's gone for good, and I promise you, you're going to love it.
Sometimes I like to do my makeup sitting on the floor in the living room and watching TV.
Sure, why not?
And inevitably I get like It Cosmetics foundation all over the place on that white rug that I'm sitting upon. This gets it out. Okay, over 100 have been spoken for, and a lot of you are picking up more than one. $27.98, it's about $9 and change per can, and it's a $9 and change easy pay. It's V58160. My absolute favorite thing ever, Chris Campanelli. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Oh, thanks, Julia. You have a great weekend.
I will see you soon, my friend.
Take care.
Okay, hey, did you know that you can shop backwards on QVC.com if you feel like you missed anything?